Hi guys, now we couldn't start this next vlog without introducing Cooper. Back in September 23, we took a family trip out to Spain to visit Jack's parents and heard about this dog that had been roaming the mountain looking for food and company. And that's when we absolutely fell in love with this gentle giant. He'd been chained up to a fence with barely any food and eventually he broke free. We couldn't believe how friendly and loving he was after everything he'd been through. Here's Jack teaching him how to sit. We put a collar and a lead on him to see what he would be like on a walk, and he was amazing. By the way, he's only about 8 months old here, which is crazy. Here he is showing us around his mountain where he'd grown up. Jack and I had a long chat about what we could do about getting him home and whether it was the right decision, but eventually the thought of leaving him there to starve just broke our hearts, so we got planning. Before we left, we took him to the vets to get him chipped and jabbed, and the neighbours Lawrence and Georgina kept an eye on him until he could travel home. We're super grateful to them and to Tina at the kennels for looking after him. After 6 long weeks, a brilliant company called Homeward Bound Transport drove him all the way from Bath in Spain to Wales, where we were reunited. He was greeted by the rest of the pack and made himself at home very quickly. We took a long, unexpected break from the bus build as both myself and Jack lost a grandparent within 2 days of each other, and it was a very emotional time for both families, as you can imagine. We needed to take the time just to be all together and heal. Cooper definitely arrived when we needed him the most, and I'm sure he'd say the same about us. Although I'm sure he misses the sun. Sorry about all the rain, Coops. Yes, give us a little follow over on TikTok and Instagram at Courageous Coops, where we make stupid videos like this. Anyway, that brings us up to speed. Here's a couple clips from the month before Coop arrived. After taking out the majority of the screws and the bolts in the lighting fixture here, we had to bring in the big guns in the way of Jack's brother, Joe, with his grinder to get out the rest. Here we started laying out where we wanted the stud walling to go for our bathroom. And with the help of Jack's dad, John Boy, we managed to get that up pretty quickly. Today.
Yeah, I gotta go teach you.
Fast forward to when Coops had been here a couple weeks and it was time to get back to work.
That's the bus. Coops. It's the bus.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed. How I really don't care if you are here or if you don't stay.
He slowly learnt the do's and the don'ts of building a bus and that this was definitely not helpful.
All we ever do is laugh it off, and I'm sick and I don't know why.
Also, sorry about all the portrait videos. We kind of at this point forgot where we were filming. They go back to landscape pretty soon.
Guess we have to agree to disagree for this one last time. Pretty weird that day when we did not exchange our hellos. I wasn't looking out for you, I'm sorry, I'm so
P.S. Did we mention that this bus is an absolute nightmare to try and get anything drilled into the walls? It's impossible. We decided that we were going to black out any windows that we were going to eventually board over. So this one here is going to be our bathrooms. This is where our shower is going to be. So we just decided to get rid of it and board over it.
Much at all here in this small town, 'cause in the end we're all buried deep inside the same hole in the ground.
Selfie in it. Wow, it's like a mirror.
Another one?
We finished this around for the fireplace. We still need to tile it, but we decided to bring in the fireplace with the help of Jack's brother Max to see where it would go and where we need to cut the flue, which is terrifying. After a long couple days of work, it was pup cups all round.
What size?